given a tough outcome, obviously, but coming back to Cincinnati and career high 20, getting up there with 28 points, had to feel good until, unfortunately, the end result.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an up and down year for me personally shooting, so obviously it felt good to make some shots, but I mean, yeah, like you said, not the outcome we wanted.
Was it just legs kind of getting heavy at the end of the game where you missed some there in the final segment?
I think I just, I should have just gotten downhill. I think I started to settle a little bit. It's been a while, like I said, since I've had a game making shots like that, and I think I just, like I said, I should just get downhill and get some easy ones.
You said after the game in Utah that it'll be weird being back here. When you walked back in the arena for warm-ups, did it feel as weird as you expected, or was it kind of normal?
I mean, it was definitely weird. I never seen fifth third with people in it, so that was definitely cool to see. And I mean, I have a lot of memories here just because it was the last place I was before Utah, so I was definitely excited to come back and just kind of see it. It almost felt like a fever dream when I was here. It's such a short time, but it was cool to see.
They tried a lot of guys on you. Did any of them give you a problem? Because it didn't look like it.
Yeah, I mean, they tried switching some stuff up. Yeah, I mean,
Aziz was on you at one point.
I think he just got switched on me, and I think that's where I got to get downhill and use that to my advantage.
Gabe, there was a stretch there where Dan Skillings hits a three over you, comes back down the floor, kind of talking a little bit. You go hit one over him. What was that back and forth like with him?
Just competitiveness, just having fun. Just having a little competitive fun.
You told me at Big 12 Media Days you were most looking forward to coming back here because of your family, being able to come watch. What have these last, 24 hours been like?
It's been cool. I mean, we were able to come here for the double road trip and have a couple of days. My mom's birthday was yesterday, so got to spend some time with her here. And I mean, this place has a lot of memories. Like I said, this is where I started my career and the first school that gave me an opportunity. So it was cool to see everything again.
Any other questions for Gabe?
Gabe, on second half, 6 of 18 from 3. Just hearing that, how's that make you feel shooting 18 times from beyond the arc?
Yeah, like I said, I think sometimes when you're playing, you don't even really think about it, and that's can be good and it can be bad. And like I said, I kind of got in the flow of it a little bit, not even thinking sometimes, and I just need to do a better job of getting downhill when that starts to happen.
Thanks, Gabe.
Thanks, Gabe.
All right, move on. Questions for Coach?
We done?
Coach Jizzle James, 25 points, 10 for 15 shooting. From your viewpoint, what was he doing that was working so well for him?
Everything. He's he's a really talented guy. We recruited him some out of high school, and then it became clear we weren't going to get him. And he's a dynamic player. He's a strong guy, got good size, obviously very athletic. You can just see, he'd been struggling a little bit shooting it coming into our game 2 weeks ago. And first shot of the game, he made a corner three against us. And I believe he had 3 threes in that first half against us. And I don't remember exactly the West Virginia game. I think the Central Florida game, right? I think he had 1 3, but BYU, the last game out, he had 6, right? Career high. And so he's just a hard guy, he's a really good pull-up jump. He's got an elite pull-up jumper. Him and Day Thomas have elite pull-up games. And it appears recently here they're shooting a lot more of those. They scored 91 at Central Florida, 87 against BYU, and now obviously 85 tonight. And so, when we played them 2 weeks ago, they were struggling a bit to score the ball as a team. And that's certainly changed here in their 3-game winning streak. So they've always been good defensively, by the numbers. I think they're the 3rd best defensive team in the Big 12. So, but he's good. He's really, really good. And we didn't have a lot of answers for him. Obviously, it started right from the jump. Hit 2 pull-ups coming off of ball screens left to right. Sticks a deep 3, pretty much at the top of the key. And so he got going early. And sometimes, and he's still a sophomore, right? So when you see the ball go in the hole a little bit early on, I think it gives you confidence, and then especially at home. And he's just in attack mode. And we came in and shoot around 10 o'clock this morning, and he was in the gym in a full lather, getting a workout in before we had our shoot around. So he's a good player. He gets downhill, makes the right play, super competitive.
With Mike and then Scott over here.
Okay, Coach, obviously after the first 5 or 6 teams in the conference, you guys are bunched up together. I'm curious from your perspective, the margin of error, the difference between these teams, pretty tight?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at tonight. It's just, 72-72 after the last media. And you can, in our wins, we've defended, where we've held teams under a point of possession. We made a lot of plays late in the game. And, West Virginia, it's tight and just a couple more, it's just a couple plays here and there. And then you got to kind of press a little bit, and credit to them. It's interesting. It was a very different game than at our place, but we really owned the glass. We really owned the paint. At their play. Now, we turned it over 19 times, and it looked like we might be on pace for that after the first 3 minutes of the game. But after that, I think we had 6 turnovers last 37 minutes. So we really self-corrected that, but we got hurt on the glass. And 72-72, we forced them to miss a shot. They chase down a rebound, get a layup, right? We come down, I think we missed a 3. They come down, we force a miss, long rebound, they chase it down, and I believe they make a 3 right at the buzzer. We have an unforced turnover, and we foul. They make both free throws, and I think we miss another 3, and they get the alley-oop. So you got to be able to finish games. You got to be able to finish possessions. You got to be able to finish games. The margin for error in this league, it's very minimal, and can you make that play, right? Can you make those couple plays? And we got to get some better playmaking. You know what I mean? Just that when the plays goes, and that's what Day Thomas and Jizzle James does for them. Like when a play kind of breaks down, they can go make a play, and we got to get better at doing that consistently. And Gabe had a great game. Obviously late. We maybe settled for a couple of those instead of turning the corner, getting to the rim. At the end of the day, it's hard to win on the road, period. But when they, go 14 for 19 from the line and we go 0 for 3, I don't think I've ever been a part of that as a head coach, right? Where we don't even make a free throw. And so, we got to be better that way. We were really hurting them inside. We outscored them in the paint again tonight, 32-24. And so, but it was rebounding and then the free throw, margin.
Lovering had 12 in the first half. I don't think
Yeah.
he missed a shot. What happened in the second half held to 2?
Yeah, our guys did a good job finding him on some pick and roll stuff. I don't think he got a lot of those on pick and roll. It wasn't really back to the basket, types of things. And then he's really good at playing off of handoffs and, you get 2 guys going to Gabe or 2 guys going to whatever, and he's good at faking it. And he had a couple dunks where he was just walking down the highway, so to speak, and they trap some ball screens. We're good at finding him in the mid, off that little short roll to make some things happen. And obviously, it'd been nice to get him the ball a little bit more there. That's what makes it hard with his pick and roll coverage, what he does. There's some yin and yang. You're giving up something, getting other things. But certainly, we probably should have attacked the paint a bit more with him and with Ezra.
Any questions for Coach? No. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.